Try to keep your pounces even. Keep your wash light or watery so you don't end up stamping, you know, a whole bunch of pigment in one spot. Try to keep it as even as possible. You want it to look wet. Oh, my stomach, goodness. You want it to look wet. I swear I do eat, guys. I have no idea why it's like this. I don't want a whole lot of extra because it will leave pigment behind. So you kind of want to make sure it blends. It always seems to take forever when you don't want to spend time to neutralize. And that is my cat making noise. So I have a house full of animals. They just like making noise. Scratching on the door. Silly kitty. Neutralizing isn't something I like to do. Sometimes it's necessary. I think it's because the camera is kind of pointed like this instead of straight over, and maybe that's why I'm getting confused that it's should be picking up because I've got it like directly underneath the camera, but because it's positioned at an angle, I have to do it kind of towards the side. Well, okay. And I got to do it at an angle so that it will stay landscape, long ways landscape. Otherwise, it will do portrait, and when it does that, then the screen is super duper tiny. It's hard to see. Keep that stirred up. You can see it's starting to settle in the little, oh, stop growling. Starting to settle in the little palette. Sure everything got pounced. I don't really think my stomach's gonna stop, man. It just keeps growling on me. Okay. One more hand, and we will bake. Let's see how this is starting to settle. Keep it stirred up. I just made a mess. Keep it stirred up. Got quite wet in there. I think I have to poke it down in there. It got pretty wet. So. Stop moving. Dropping stuff. Okay. So it is going to dry and then we will bake. And I don't know how many more times I'm going to do the blue and yellow, but I'll let you know with the next video. Hey guys, this is Joni. I'm going to be working on, this is Winnie by Cassie Brace, and I need to neutralize her just a little bit. I got Leo yesterday, and I don't know if it picks up, but Leo's definitely more of a neutral, and she's got just a little bit of a peach. So I'm going to try to take that out. Come here, kitty. I got a kitty cat wanting to say hi. I made a mess. You want to come get in my lap? Hey. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, she's sweet. Okay, so I have my brush here, and I'm cleaning it out really quick. I was trying to clean up my palette from the last babies that I painted, and I used this brush to stir up the paint a little bit so that it would come off easier. Yeah, because the palette was full of paint from a month ago. So, yeah. We don't get that cleaned up. Okay, to neutralize peach, we're going to do something that's just a little bit weird, and I know you're going to think, why on earth would we do this? And it's because layered on top of each other, it makes a mint, which we need. So you can get your light blue. These are Genesis paints. You can do a light blue, or you can take your regular ultramarine. Ultramarine? Ooh, I think it's called ultramarine blue. You take your regular blue and you just add white to it, and you want to make it kind of a powdery sky blue. Not pretty. Okay, we want to do a light wash. So as you can see, you need a little bit more. All right, it's pretty thin, but you can still see the paint as it comes down. Okay. And we're going to need a fresh sponge, which I should have grabbed already, but I didn't. And I'm wearing gloves today because I just got my nails done, and I don't want to the oils to ruin the nails, so I'm going to use some gloves. Okay. Get it on there. Get it to soak up really well. Always get an extra paper towel or two just to try to keep my... I know this absorbs the paint, you know, like spills and stuff, but I want to keep it out as long as possible, so I'm going to use some paper towels here. Get my table sitting up kind of high because I was using it to color. And so it's a little strange to me right now. I just haven't put it down. I took a break from painting to do some coloring. Much needed break. I kept messing up on Jordis and had to strip it once before, and I tried to work on it with Lucas and I messed up again on both of them, and they ended up to be a strip, and then I painted both of them again. Jordis didn't come out like I wanted, but Lucas was fine, so Jordis was another strip, and he is sitting in a box in timeout right now. So I don't know when I'm going to get to him. He's definitely a bad baby right now. And that kid is like super gross peach. I'm not quite sure. I think I was picking the wrong colors too. I think I was picking the wrong colors to neutralize. Surely this one will be a little bit easier since she's not super peach like Jordis. Trying to get down in that ear. And let's see. Okay, so you're going to do 2 blues. And I will do a second blue off camera, and then we'll come back and we'll bake him, and then we'll come back and do the light yellow, which is white mixed with the yellow, and I'll put those 2 videos together for you guys. So I'm just doing one of these on camera, and then I'll do a second layer, bake him, and then record doing the yellow. And then bake, of course. And you'll want to alternate 2 blues per yellow until you're satisfied with the results. And layered on top of each other makes a pretty mint. And you always want to do 2 blues to a yellow because you want more of a bluish mint than a yellowish mint. Okay. She's so cute. Alright, set her up. Those are his. I'm trying to pick her limbs from Leo's. Leo's limb. That's definitely Leo's limb. She's got chunky legs. She's got some cute chunky legs, and I'm getting something all over her. I was cleaning the palette. I think I was cleaning it with my gloves on. Yeah, I sure was. I hope I didn't get this mixed up on her face. Just double checking. I'm really good at making messes. transferring paint where it shouldn't go. Make sure you don't do that, guys. I don't think I did that to her face. We're going to double check just to make sure. I think I held on to it by the neck, so I shouldn't have done that. Okay, here we go. We'll try this another take two. See, she got little chunky legs, chunky ankles. She's cute. She has cute feet. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Little stubby digits, stubby toes. She's cute. I don't know how Cassie does it. She always makes the cutest babies. And this series is entitled Winnie and Leo. Super fantastic name, don't you think? Winnie and Leo. Short, sweet, to the point. But Leo, I do not have to neutralize. So just do this kit neutralized, and then we'll start painting them. And it's because they are not slick vinyl, they're nice and textured. I'm gonna call it textured. They've got some softness to them. They're not slick and gross like some of the newer vinyls. Very happy about that, by the way. I hate slick vinyl. It's so hard to get the paint to stick. It's so gross too, because it's hard to get it out. Put primer on it. Sometimes it takes 2 coats, so the paint will stick and the shine goes away. And then sometimes after you've been painting on it, the stupid shine comes back, so you have to do it again, more primer. Just don't like it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get in there. We should have done this before I did the rest of it, make it a little handier for me, but it's okay. As long as it's being done, I guess. Goodness, hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna fumble fingers today. Can you even see me? Can you even see what I'm doing? I want it, see? Let's do another one. Let's see, where's her arms? There's one arm. Did I miss one? That's definitely not hers. She's got a closed hand too. Where's the other hand? I think I dropped it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Where did I do it? Arms. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. There's his arms and legs. Okay, saw it. Good. Phew. Start to freak out there for a second. I was like, what? It disappeared from the sink to a little... I call it a tree. It's a coffee cup tree. Oh, can you see it? It's a coffee cup tree. And that's what I put the babies on. And I got that off Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. It's very handy. It can hold 3 babies, but I would suggest not putting all the heads on there. I would just do 1 or 2 heads, even if you're doing 3 babies at a time. And I put another one on a different tree, or you can set it up, whichever. Like set it where it's sitting on the table too. I usually don't like doing that because sometimes the heads are, after you bake them, they get to be topply, like you set them there and they just kind of go, and it's because you bake them, and sometimes when they're cooling down they don't stay in their exact shape, so you end up with leaning one way or the other. Yeah, way too much there. I'm going to do this in some of the deeper crevices. Pat it out. Okay. Hopefully we won't have to do too many of these layers. Maybe a couple of times, 2 blues, a yellow, and then maybe another 2 blues and a yellow, and hopefully that'll be done. But if not, I will let you guys know. I'll let you know how many layers I've done. And the good thing about doing kits with me is because you'll have the kit in your hand, so you'll be able to see what I see. It's all vinyls, different colors depending on the kit, whichever the factory decides to do them in. I don't know if the sculptor has the choice of what color vinyl, or if it's just they take what they get. I'm not really sure. I do know for a fact that they don't like the shiny vinyls, because they don't want it. They don't want their clientele to be upset. So that's what leads me to believe they don't really have a choice. Okay. 14 minutes. I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. She got a cute little hand. Okay. Let's go. And little digits. Use this enough. The hairs are going here and there. That one's sticking out weird and funky. This is just a makeup brush I got from Walgreens. I mean, you can find them anywhere. I just had a coupon, so I went to Walgreens and used it. That's where I get my sponges too. Some straight paint. Must have more on my hand that I don't know about. Pouncing pretty hard, so I hope it's not shaking the camera. Try to get this done. Cute little Winnie. Makes me want to sing the Winnie the Pooh song. I'm not going to sing the Winnie the Pooh song. I was going to say, those hands don't look quite right. There's something with it that's not quite right. She's got one open hand, so I don't know. Hang on just a second. Yeah, that one is Leo's. I was going to say, that doesn't quite look right because she has one open hand and one closed hand, and that one was just not thick enough. And it was 2 right hands, which is not good either. So it wasn't hers. Try to get in between the fingers if you can. And you can't see me. Goodness. Just making it difficult for you, aren't I? Every time I think I'm on camera, I'm not. I'm trying to make it easier for you guys, not harder. Okay. We'll get there. I love Cassie Babies. Cassie Babies. She goes by Cassie Ann Love now, but she's always going to be Cassie Brace to me. I love Cassie's babies. There's very little of them that I'm not, the word isn't like hate so much. There's just some of them I'm not keen to. I don't like the older babies. I like the newborns. And then the open-eyed ones, I hate rooting their lashes. So most of the open-eyed ones don't interest me. That's the word I'm looking for. Don't interest me. But I like Winnie. And I like Lucas, which I just did for my friend. Which, by the way, she made into a girl, and I never seen him as a girl until she showed me, and then I'm like, okay, now I can only see him as a girl. Isn't that funny? All right, I'm going to stop this and do another layer, and then bake, and then I'll come back, and the other half of this video, because I'm going to fuse them together, the other half of this video will be the yellow, but please be sure to bake in between your blues and yellows so stuff doesn't get all green and streaky and weird. Okay. All right, I'm going to merge these videos together. We're going to be working on the yellow portion of the... brush, the yellow portion of the neutralizing. So we did the blue, let's do yellow. I already see quite a bit of a difference. I don't know if you guys can, between what we did, my nail set, between what we did and what it was normally like. So I think you guys can see a difference. So let me put my gloves back on. I usually don't have my fingernails done, so yeah, I don't want to ruin it, so I'll go ahead and do it like that. I think the other hand I can leave free, so I won't be touching anything, hopefully. Gonna do some yellow. And we're going to do some flake white. More. We want this quite a bit paler. I have to keep adding it. Give me just a minute, guys. Oh, that looks pretty good. I want it thinner. Just a little more. There we go. So it's kind of like a creamy lemon color. Well, that's what we want. And let's see what I do with my... What did I do with my sponges? Okay. So here is, ooh, my stomach's grumbly. Okay, here is a sponge. I get nice and soaked. Okay, oops. So on the brush. Alrighty. I hope this is filming sideways. I didn't even notice before. Yeah, okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Just like the blue, we're going to put it on. Now, I did do 2 layers of the blue and then I baked it. So, she's still kind of warm, but that's okay. And again, you're probably thinking, why on earth would I want to put yellow on top? But it kind of evens it out a little bit. Trust me. Trust the process. Just make sure you keep it mixed. Like stir it up when you put it on the kit so you don't end up with little streaks of yellow, since the yellow is highly pigmented. We're gonna put some. Oh, why it keeps wanting to go? There's something on there. Now I only want to put 1 layer of yellow on here, and then I'm gonna bake her. My stomach's going grrr. It's trying to tell me I'm hungry. A whole lot of excess. All right. I have to stop and make a sandwich. My dog. Eva. I'm going to finish this leg and then pause it and come back and finish the rest of it. I think my doggo wants to go outside, so I'm going to splice all this together. You're not going to notice. Just a minute, puppy. Maybe I make myself a sandwich. My stomach will stop growling. Alrighty.